Hey guys, it was Andrew here. Thanks for dropping by and watching this video. I appreciate that. Who was on the call this morning? My God, more waffle from the fake judge. It just goes on and on and on. And I'd like to thank him very much for mentioning me several times. He also went on to claim that I hadn't paid. So once again, I'd like to prove to everybody that I had paid. I am a paid up member. Of what, I don't know, but here's my first payment. It was 570 USD, which included admin fees, etc., etc. And that was paid to, who was that paid to? A doctor, Navin Derren, GM Naidu, whomever is another name, just another entity that it runs by. And this one was my second payment. I wished I'd never made, but anyway, I have. It was for $1,110 USD. So that was paid in this instance to Kinta Valley Knowledge Village. So let's put that to rest. He keeps saying that I haven't paid. Here's my proof I have paid, and let's leave it at that. I just wanted to his wife also suggested that he needed to go and see a psychologist. He said that himself in the call this morning, and I think she's absolutely spot on. So re this raffle ticket scam. I did a video on that yesterday, but look, I suggest you come over to this SAT group here and have a look here. This is what Charles Bowie sort of deciphered it a bit. He's written a long post on that, so I'll perhaps put that on. And actually, I'll put that in the link in the description in the video below, so that you can see what's really going on here with this clown. Something else I'd like to that I've seen this document before, but I've got to admit I've been like everybody else. I've just been blinded by this guy's bullshit. Basically, excuse the language. He's a very good storyteller, and psychologically he really does get into people's head, including mine. For a long time I really believed in the judge, and I believed what he stood for, but now realise, that he's an absolute con artist. He's not a judge, he's not a doctor, he's just a nobody, but admittedly is a very, very good storyteller, and he's able to convince people that he's a legitimate and a real deal, but he's not. On the call this morning, he claimed also that there's 33,000 paid up members in the program. You've really got to question that. But why was there only 55 people on the call, and probably the same 55 people that were on last week, including myself? I mean, if there was 33,000 people on the call and we were getting close to payout, you'd think there'd be hundreds on the call every week, wanting to learn the law and wanting to understand what he's trying to do. So the whole thing is so questionable. Look, at the end of the day, it's your call. If you want to get into bed with this guy, I can't stop you. I can only sort of try and suggest that you're getting into bed with a snake, and it's most likely going to come back and bite you. And I know that I've said this before. All of us, we've been hanging on to a string of hope that this money might come. And please don't hang on to that. It'll do your head in. It really will. And as I've said before, people have lost their houses. There's been divorces. It's just been unbelievable what the damage that this guy's caused people. I'm going to put a link to this document in the description as well below. This is really, really interesting, and our dear friend Judge, Fakey Judge, went to New Zealand to talk with the Maoris. I'm originally from New Zealand, and the Maoris aren't stupid. If you read this, this document's for everybody to read, and I think, me included, I didn't really read it. And this morning I really had a good read of this document, and all the evidence is here in this document proving that the judge is questionable. Actually, I would say go back to he's a scam, and the reply was beautifully written to to the judge. Here's an email here from the judge. His rude, obnoxious self as usual. But you know, wrote this email to the wrong people. So, like I said, I'll put this link in the description, and you can go through it and read it yourself. But please, please do yourself a favour and read this document in detail. It really goes through everything. It talks about the judge in detail. You know, it's just, once again, you know, I think we've all been blinded by this guy's storytelling, and I just don't want to see anybody get hurt any longer. So this really is worthwhile reading, and like I said, go through it, print it out if you need to, and read through it in detail. He goes by so many identities, or entities, I mean identities. Nobody knows where he is, who he is. He claims that he's got law offices in Hong Kong. That's proven already not to be the case. Somebody's been there to go and find him. He's not there. And like I said, spend your time doing something more productive than following this horrible snake of a person, because he's just relentless. I do believe that people are hot on his tail. So you know, here's an ASIC document, notice of proposed ASIC. So yeah, so there's lots of proof, lots of evidence in this document, and I think most of us are guilty of not that we've seen this document but not read it properly, and consequently, you know, people I for a long time believed in this scam artist. So it is quite long. How many pages is it? It's 15. Oh, it goes 15, 16 odd pages. But like I said, definitely worth reading. So thanks for listening, guys and girls. I really, really appreciate it. Like I always say, there's no hidden agendas with these videos. I don't know how often I'm going to keep producing these videos. I'm going to try and do it on a regular basis, but I've got to tell you, I've got to get my headspace right, because this guy's just unbelievable. So have an awesome day, and I appreciate you listening. Go across to the SAT group, get in there and have a look through there. There's lots of great information in there that there's lots of proof, evidence against the judge. Please like and comment and subscribe to this channel, and so you can stay in the loop. And I look forward to talking to you soon. I wish you all an awesome day. Over and out.